We've already had so many cool highlights, Hafu, but I think now is the time, hopefully, to see the one last lobby that we haven't checked in with, lobby number 3. Is there any name in that particular group of people that you're most looking forward to watching?
Honestly, Salissa. Honestly, I love watching her play. I know she's kind of had a rough tournament so far. I don't know how she did last round, but she's a very solid player, plays very well under pressure, so I'm excited to see her.
Yeah.
Collins is, someone I used to collab with all the time, or an arena streamer. He's very
True.
methodical. So
I'm glad you brought that up. Glad you brought that up because it feels like a lot of the OG arena community from Hearthstone kind of jump more to Battlegrounds than I'd say most constructed players would. Do you think there's any similarity in the skill set?
It's more on the fly, and because constructed is almost like memorization. That's why I didn't like it, because it felt like you play these decks, and like you said, there's just like a right way to play constructed, right? Like you have to learn the matchups, you have to learn what to tech, and you're kind of like counting outs. And arena is more so you have to work with what you get, and that changes, and like every card matters. Considering like what to draft matters, and it's not something that's as black and white as constructed is. And same with Hearthstone Battlegrounds, right? Every turn matters, every little decision matters, which I really find interesting.
Over in Lobby D, Sun Glitters with a huge win. Look at that, plus 110. That's insane. She just had second, first. You'll love to see it.
That's insane. That is quite the showing. Let's go, Sun.
Indeed. And we can look at the entire team placements, the most important thing. Of course, Team Victor, Sun Bacon Relaxer still at the top because look at that game 2, plus 200. I don't believe it. All 4 players winning their lobbies. I just did not expect to see anything like that this tournament.
Yeah, but still within striking distance. Team Dog in second, only by 55 points. That's like 1 first and a 4th, right? Like, so it's definitely closable. It's just one of those days for her, huh? She looks stressed, and I can't blame her. I mean, who wouldn't be stressed?
Yeah.
But so it's still like the day is still young. Plenty of game to be had, and you have to remember that even though the scores don't look that great, every time you gain points, you're taking points away from other people. It's like they can minus points, right? So the gap isn't as, I mean, it's pretty big, but it's not as insurmountable, in my opinion.
Yeah,
as it looks.
Very good point you brought up here. So in this lobby, I did finally manage to take notes on what has not been available in minion type. So Demon Dragon Mech out here. So how do you think that affects the overall quality of tests in a lobby?
Demons? Sorry, what and mechs?
Demon Dragon Mech out.
Demon Dragon and mechs. Demon Dragon and mechs. Okay, so what are we really going for in this lobby? Beasts are going to be very strong. Elementals are going to be very strong. It seems like tripling into 5s are going to be very good because you also have Hogger, right, on 5.
Right.
You have the Mama Bear and the Pale Scale Croc.
Yeah.
And then obviously you have Nomi. So I think going for 5 drops is going to be really powerful. Also, tests in lobbies with beasts tend to be really strong because you just, like, they ramp up so fast, right? And so if she's able to just play someone else who spikes and then take their comp, Tess, is kind of notorious from the leapfrog days, but still is quite playable. It's something that I think David was telling me. Is like, Tess is just fine. You just play for tempo and then like take other people's spikes.
It's very interesting though because I think Slissa hovered this Jandis, Leon the Jandis. He has Murlocs as well, ×2, so she has the chance to steal the pair if she wants. So she's actually just going for staying on tier 1 here. I think that makes a lot of sense. You can get major economy and easy triples if you face a lot of these heroes that are also taking the tokens. Oh, but of course Lee did swap over 1, so she's only going to be able to steal the token and not the 2-1 itself.
Not worth it at that point.
Not great. Yeah.
Not the nicest.
But she still has a very high economy lobby. I think it's worth buying the 2 minions here. Or does she level maybe with 1 buy?
I don't play Tess. I can't tell you what's correct, but at least she's hitting a lot of these tokens, right?
Hmm.
Her economy is doing quite well.
All right, so she's decided to stay on tier 1, which means that next turn we could see her go like level button buy if there's anything good enough to buy from the Barov, which is likely because Barov usually doesn't level this early either. But for Tess, it feels like it's all about the best way, finding the best way to survive until you can copy tier 5 minions.
Hmm.
So how do you feel about Barov as well? Like I've always struggled on the hero, especially when there's not like the super high tempo heroes on the lobby with you, like Alakir very likely to win the first round. Do you feel like Barov is above average?
Barov in the hands of a high-rated player is so good, like S tier. In the hands of
Oh.
me, F tier. Like, oh, it's a button that says -1 gold.
Yes.
Honestly, I avoid it just because it tilts me. I just like get in my own head, and it just doesn't feel like there's a winning, in that situation.
So Lissa struck gold here with this board that she faced a while ago. It's access to 2 triples, but the question is, how does she navigate it? This could just be a level freeze turn. She wants to be efficient about it. But with all of these alley cats, it looks like she has a good chance of not just stealing somebody's mama bear, but getting one for herself.
True, but you're gonna take some hits on the way up because your minions are actually quite weak. You don't have like acolytes, that are
True.
kind of taking heat off of you. But I don't know what level this Hook Tusk is, so it just really depends.
Hey.
Looks like she wants the triple now, but I believe she's gonna triple and then hold.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. By selling the alley cat and not the tabby cat, she can still have the full board space while holding the potential for a triple, and she will easily have the board space to get the token later on. So I think this makes a lot of sense. She just got stronger by +1/+1, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who is on this Hook Tusk? It's Pocky, and this is a very strong lobby for Hook Tusk. Like all the tokens in, all the economy 1 drops are in.
Mm-hmm. And she's mousing over the hyena saying, kill that one, but you can't. But hit a 4. Do we care that much? I feel like we don't care that much, right?
Exactly average damage.
Mm-hmm. Can't be too upset with that one, I think.
So it's 7 gold for the double level here, the infamous Chinese curve.
Yes. And I think we're going to level again, right?
I think so. There's nothing you want to buy other than this elemental. So Lee was on the Jandis, right? And he did have access to the turn 1 Tide Hunter. So not quite a 5-drop yet, but next turn he can get one, right?
It's always interesting to see how people play these when all of the tokens are available, right? Because even Pirate was available this game. Even Quote Wars, the 1/2.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of economy to work with.
Yeah. And Lee has hit, with Jandis, sometimes while you're accumulating all of these tokens and holding the triples in your hand, sometimes you get unfortunate with what you swap into, all 1-drops, but Lee's picked up 2 2-drops in the meantime. I guess the Saralisk is kind of 1-drop shaped without any buffs, but he's not the weakest in the world. I don't think he'll even lose this fight.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the spawn dies. Never mind, he lost. Okay. Unlucky.
Unlucky.
8%.
Nice first list, though. I mean, honestly, losing 8%ers like that, whatever. It's like when you lose the 8%er and you take 20 damage out of nowhere, you're like, what is this? What is this?
Oh, the Nomi!
Okay,
there it is.
Looks like Lee is in a fantastic spot. We'd love to see it for H-Bomb fans.
Oh, I wish we got to see his second 5-drop as well. But for now, we're checking in. Yep. Checking in with Death itself first. Probably just take the Galio X for here, right? Yeah. There's all these economy minions that he can sell.
Very true, very true.
Stack the gold for next turn.
The 2/2, right? Like it's a pair, but.
I think that's fine. Like if you buy that, sell the. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought he was gonna level as well here, but I think he's just looking for token generators. He's got the golden Khadgar somehow. So. Oh, it doesn't hit. That's a lot of rolls. So painful.
Yeah.
One more roll, I guess. He still has the Gambler. Oh, but he can like sell the Gambler and buy the Gambler back, right?
It has to, right?
It's just strictly correct when you have Gallywix.
I think so. What is happening though? Oh my god. Oh my god, you're out of time. Play it! Oh my god. What is it? No.
I think those gems were supposed to go in the green thumb or something.
Wow.
Oh man.
This Hook Tusk is strong.
Poppin. He's got 2 5-drops, the Hogger and the Light Fang. I doubt this is endgame Menagerie, but it has that potential, right? If he hits an Agam, but also if you hit like another Hogger, you could go full Pirates. So much flexibility. Oh, so painful.
We're taking 15. Ooh,
Yikes.
gems on. He got punished. Uh-oh.
He has 13 gold.
That's not what you want to see. Well, Reborn is okay. He is dead. And this is Shutterwalk's pop-off turn. I don't know who's playing Shutter, but...
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
You got a token. You can get a 5-drop.
Okay.
But he has to sell a lot of minions to make board space, but looks like we'll check back there later. Gem Splitter located for our Hook Tusk player in Pocky, and so this looks like it's turning into Menagerie.
Mm-hmm. He already has the Light Fang.
Hydra's amazing as well. Best beast probably for the Menagerie comp. So now Pocky, like next turn, probably just levels and hard rolls for Agam, and I think he's set.
Yep.
Who is on the Lich King, however? That's a very interesting hero, one that I don't have very much success with, honestly, but there is
I don't think anyone has success with that one.
I mean, I get impressed sometimes by players who manage to just eke out giga economy from Lich King because you can get pop-offs with the matron, the Nest matron with that, for example.
True. Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to pull off.
That's an understatement. I've seen a lot of people cheese out on Lich King with what's that? Selfless Hero, and you taunt it and you reborn it. It's just like your entire board is
I see. Yeah. Well, kind of doing that here, and he's actually got a 6-drop. I didn't realize the Lich King was on 5. But a bit hard to really get that much payoff from Charlie here, but maybe you can still turn into like a duo comp if he finds that. Question for Pocky here is, what does he sell to start cycling through like generation things? Because he has all 5 minion types represented and double up on the Quillbore.
That is true. I think I would just... I mean, at some point, I think you just give up the Light Fang, because it's going to be replaced by Agam, right?
Mm-hmm. But he's not going for it, or like this is still just the turn up going to 5, so he says Light Fang's still above average for right now.
Yeah.
Replaces the Murloc. Okay, does he take the Hydra pair here, Dan? Yep, I like this. The great thing about Gem Splitter is that you don't need Flat Tusk anymore to make Menagerie work, but having the opportunity to still get Flat Tusk is, of course, positive.
Oh, I wonder how Sliss is doing. Is there any way we can go and look at Sliss's board?
Yeah, I would like to know as well. And she's second. That's amazing.
Exactly. I wonder what win condition she has. Yep.
It's
good. That comp you want to see, and it's not looking good for death itself, because I would not want to face this. I would not want to face this.
It's so much stats.
Yes.
I mean,
I don't think this board loses right now.
I think last time we saw her. Oh, wait a second.
Super. No.
Yeah,
it's not even
favored.
Close.
Okay.
I don't think
favored.
It's close.
But it's 50-50 to kill, right? And if she doesn't kill, death itself could really pop off with this setup, right? Flat Tusk Agam.
Not the hit though. That was that was
yikes.
Also not the hit. I think she's got it, right?
Hold on. I mean, I'm not really thinking about winning. It's just whether or not death itself can live.
They tied?
And it tied. Oh my god.
Oh, he is.
And then Shutter died.
Yeah, and Shutter was, I don't remember who.
I'm not sure either, but man, guess they didn't hit enough tokens.
Of death. Death itself, escaping death, you know? That's one way to escape it, just be it.
Okay.
Oh, that's
checking in with Naflida.
Naflida. So she got an 8th, unfortunately. It just wasn't our game. Shutter is one of those heroes that if you just miss, you just miss.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hit, you freaking hit, you know?
True. It felt
Dragon's
like
not in a good spot either. But he
Mhm.
got the dead guy. Lucky, lucky.
True. Yeah. It felt like literally everybody but the Shudder hit tokens this lobby,
Yeah.
so understandable. Slissa, last time we saw her, had those two triples kind of in the bank, and she made big money with the Mama Bear Pale scale. I wonder how she scales from there. But for now, this looks like he needs a brand to really improve significantly from here. But can he afford to level?
I don't even know if we can go for a brand anymore. Like it just
Yeah.
feels too slow.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Because he has so many units he has to replace. I'm not sure how he escapes out of this hole. But if anyone can do it, Odd Dragon can do it. And you can really see Lee is just donking people down now.
Yep.
Wow, and this board got an eighth. Look at that.
That's insane. Okay, a while ago we saw a Giga Trash lobby. Now we're seeing a very high-powered lobby.
I think that speaks to the tribes being offered, right? Because like when all of the tokens are offered and you're able to spike and still have that economy.
Ooh.
Oh my god, death itself escaped death again.
I know.
This is such an interesting lobby.
Mm-hmm. But we were saying this, right? Between him and Slissa, if he won essentially the coin flip to live, he could really pop off because he also had the Black Tusk Agam set up, and he has got a Charlie as well. I guess it's like just the weakest unit here, but
he's got a Pyra on board. Like, how happy are you to have this 913? You know?
I mean, it's a tribe.
That's the tribe. Thing. You're right. You're not wrong. But is it really a tribe?
You're not ecstatic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, out of like all of the tribes represented here, he's got some of the worst minions that you could land on. Nothing with Divine Shield, nothing with Cleave. At least he got Poison on the SI7, but sometimes you just gotta cope when you hit the Agam and it's too late to change the minions you've invested on.
Lee is just having a field day, you know me. Tripled the refreshing elemental in your Jandis.
Uh-huh.
Keep swapping. Oh!
Oh! No! Not like this, Jim!
Okay, we found another one. Copio.
Okay. Yeah. Saved.
Roll first. Ah, you noob!
He might freeze it? I wonder.
Because you're supposed to roll twice and then play it, right?
True. I thought he might freeze, that's why he didn't roll, but okay.
I don't think he's freezing that one. A lot of misplays. A high yellow player. I think just when you like make one mistake and then everything else. Oh my god, this guy is so weak.
Yeah. Odd Dragon's so dead.
It's okay. I don't know. It's a freaking miracle that Odd Dragon got a fifth after seeing like Neflitas. No, I can't say her name. Is it Neflita?
I think it's Neflita, but there's like a 1 in the place of an L, so I've just been assuming it's an L, but we'll see.
Her board was strong, you know?
It was. Oh, a double elemental shop. Wow.
Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Dazzling, time to go, sure. None of these minions are really dying anyway, so. Slissa's hit another triple here. Honestly, if she can hit enough Myexna Reborns, she can challenge this, but outside of that, I don't really know. Okay, Myexna?
I don't even think Myexna's that good because we've got the Divine Shield, you know? Oh, I don't think it's Goldrin though. It's not Goldrin. It's never Goldrin here.
She has a Golden Macaw, and enough money to roll into a Baron, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's too many opposing death rattles that would mess with the Goldrin.
More death rattles would be the way. Like I don't think macaws are what you're looking for. Like I would have considered the high main a little bit more. Because you kind of just want stuff. Like at this point, you're not outstatting people. You have to kind of like get full value for your Mama Bear and your Pale Scale. I
feel like it's all about the Rattler here, in my opinion. Just trying to get more Myexna value if possible.
True.
I'd even consider the Spore here, looking at the Elementals as the next big opponent. You really want the Poison, but this is not going to cut it. You're right. The Divine Shield is too much.
This is not going to cut it. And like you kind of know you're gonna get cleaved down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, leapfrogger, how far you've fallen.
No.
Oh, the top ahead. That's pretty good, but no, there's just I don't she doesn't have the odds showing, but I can tell you that it's probably very close to 0.
It's 100% loss, you're right.
Yeah.
But 70% lethal. But this is part of the 70%. Lissa
Definitely.
is going to
It's okay,
say
she's a
goodbye
top
to
four.
Exact
Top
here.
4.
Mm-hmm. Good recovery.
Oh my god, Death
And
is
it's
still top 2?
Who?
What universe am I in?
What happened here? Death itself just managed to keep
strong.
scaling.
Elementalist.
Yeah,
It-
not bad.
And on this maybe, and it's a triple.
I mean, he's got Divine Shield
want
poison.
this.
The Reborn is a bit of a bait because, like, the Reborn
mind
won't
this.
have poison,
I'm
but
gonna end this
if he can
for
hit
sure.
more
I like it.
Amalgadons, maybe he can challenge Lee. Unlikely, though.
Yeah, I mean, Jandis is just so silly, you know? Like, you're getting so much value, you're guaranteeing you have a Tavern Tempest you can swap out every turn.
Yep.
More and more value. You don't have to use, infinite rolls,
Now I can do it.
infinite scaling.
Oh,
you know
and
what?
another Elemental.
Yeah, but honestly, we have 2 poisons on the opposing end. It's not
True.
impossible.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at Lee's stats again,
And he's going for a
like,
third one.
oh, okay, he's got a triple. Okay, that changes a lot of things.
Yeah, the triple might be GG. Another triple. Oh my god, Lee is just.
Wait, no time! Lee, don't rope. Please don't rope. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He roped. He couldn't fill out the board. Oh no! That's a disaster! 6 minions so weak to poison. It's really only 5 minions, honestly.
Okay, I need
Heck, wait.
It's a coin flip. It's a flip. 50% to win, basically.
That was really.
Oh. Oh no!
Oh my animal! It's okay. He
Okay.
has so much health to work with.
Right,
It's
yeah.
fine. Like, this is a huge hit, but he has time, you know? Like,
True.
he only took half his health, and he still has double what Death itself has. And he's got more scaling, like, honestly,
Yeah.
and he has, like, this is fine. I'm pretty sure
It's
Lee
fine,
did
Copium.
not get outscaled. He was just making it interesting for us to have to talk about, instead of it just being a blowout.
All right. Fair enough. We shall give Lee the benefit of the doubt then. But the thing is,
Well,
there's
Even the
time.
audience. I think
Yeah.
I would consider it.
I was interested in that as well, but he's just not got the Nomi anymore, so the scaling is quite limited. You'd still
but
get
he's
scaling
want
from the
triples,
Janus
right?
swap. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised he's not sold out the Murloc. Is he kind of determined to get the poison on this? It's kind of hard to direct that without a
Very
taunt.
weird.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Meanwhile, Death itself with the selfless setup, and he can he has to reborn a high main. Not ideal, it's not a Mayaxna, but he doesn't really have any setups to get triples, so he's just trying to survive again.
Yep, he's just trying to be the strongest he can be, which is fine.
Hmm. Pretty good hero power as well for the immediate fight. Reborn on the selfless can get multiple poison values. I think he's just favored, right? With this much poison.
I don't think so. I do believe that Lee has
Oh yeah.
looking at
You're
the
right.
board
Didn't
states,
reposition
because
well enough.
I mean, look at that thing. That's 1 poison down. I mean,
True.
that's pretty good, right? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, there's no way. And he's got a poison on his end. It's just over. Wow.
Oh my god, yeah. The Mega Wind Fury I failed to account for.
It was close, and honestly, he brought it back from an 8th place position to a 2nd.
Yeah.
So, and even with that huge misplay from Lee, he just had so much health to work with that it was fine. But Death itself, really, like a 2nd place from that position, incredible.
True. And for
This one
Lee,
was so tough.
that's right. I mean,
Very high roll.
for Lee, I don't think that was a proper showcase of just how well he can play. Like,
Oh, are you
he-
sure?
he won,
rope
but
out?
a lot of people could win with a Jandis in that situation. But the rope out, man, Lee, you gotta pull it together, man. But I love how that kind of pulled back to what you were saying at the beginning of
I like
every
it
big
here.
win you take equals negative for one of your opponents.
Yeah.
And that really was
I
such
could've
a
made a
big deal
golden,
because Slissa very clearly did that to Death itself, right? She had
Oh,
like
it's a golden
70%
is
to
on
kill or
anything.
something. And because that missed, it snowballed all the way into
Yeah.
plus 30 for Death itself.
Yeah, so that was like a 60, 70 point swing for Death itself, right?
Mhm.
Instead of it minus like 30 points, he got plus 30 points, which is pretty big deal.
But over in this other lobby, we have Collins and Solary, or Oliash rather. I've not seen a Goldrun comp in quite some time, but there's a very distinct lack of Baron here.
But we have triple Scallywag over here. Oh, and I
Yeah.
love this tech. I love this tech from Oliak, right? Like, because
Mhm.
the way you counter it is to run acolytes so that the death rattles get stuck. But here we have, if the ghoul is able to go first, he can actually clear out the taunts.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But he is not. Oh yeah, it gets through. And he's got
Okay.
triple barons, so honestly, it's totally fine here. Like here, now we have all of the spawns. Now we get like, how many is that? It's 27s? Is it 27 or is it 9? I think it's
From
9. Nine.
one Scally?
Yeah,
From what? Yeah, it's
That's a
9, I
little
think.
9, right? It should just be the 3 times the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Pretty
if you were to
crazy
play
stuff.
another Khadgar, it would
That's
be
why I
18.
can't find Baron as
Uh-huh.
well, right?
Yeah.
That's why I can't find.
But there's just like not enough room, honestly, with all the Scallies. And it's pretty impressive to do this with just one Eliza. Oftentimes when I see this comp, the like rare minion that's golden is the Eliza because now there's Tony that can help with that. But the Golden Baron is huge not only because it's buffing Oliash here, but it's kind of actively
Cleve needs
denying
to
Collins
cleave.
the Barons from the pool, which Collins
Cleve, you
himself
need to
wants for his
cleave.
own comp.
Yeah, but this looks like Collins' game. Like that Hydra one-shots it all. It's just when Eliza is not enough.
All I ask is
Yeah.
for you to cleave.
Usually,
Thank you.
goodbye.
Wow.
Says good night. Thank you for the dub. And we see, what is Hook Tusk's win rate in this tournament? It's so high.
Yeah, I don't want to know, honestly.
How many Hook Tusk first places have we seen? We watched RDU on the first round, take it down with Hook Tusk, It just feels like you have so much time scaling triples, economy. It's like everything you could ask for. And every time we go and we spectate a Hook Tusk, it's like, oh, they have token into another token. Oh, and they have
Yeah.
2 triples locked. And you look at their
Yeah.
hand and it's like, oh, they have 5 gold just in their hand, just chilling. And then they're like,
Yeah.
shit, are they gonna go for a 5 or a 6? Like you just have so much time, so many options. It's a little silly.
It's a very big deal, honestly. And because you brought that up, I'm really hoping that one of our lobbies in round 5 or maybe later on would be one of those with all the tokens banned, beasts, murlocs gone, ideally like elemental or pirate too. That nerfs Hook Tusk into the ground. But that is round 4 in the books. Some of our favorites really starting to pull it back. We've seen just a blowout Jandis game. I think Jandis is also up there with Hook Tusk in terms of brokenness when tokens are available.
Also, we saw, when you hit the early Nomi, it's just like your comp is online. We later, he's got the triple refreshing elemental, you just like herp, infinite rolls, infinite elementals, infinite triples. You just have it all.